Hi, welcome to another episode of Amputee Outdoors. I'm your host, Glenn, and today I'm going to talk about the 10 commandments of hammocking. And I do want to give a big thanks to some folks who helped me put together this list and gave me some great suggestions. So, KattDogg Walter, thank you very much. Chris Tallant, thank you. And David Neiting, thank you as well. All right, let's get on with them. Number 1. Only tree straps shall thou use upon the trees. Don't use rope, string, or paracord, or anything else like that. Straps only. Straps, 1 inch or 2 inch if you can get it. Don't dig into the tree bark. Spread the weight. String, rope, things like that, they cut into the bark. You don't want to do that. You want to leave the tree undamaged. Tree straps only. Number 2. From healthy and living trees only shall thou hang thy hammock. Check your trees. Are they healthy? Are they living? Do they have fire damage? Are they cracked? Don't use those. If you've got a dead tree, avoid it like the plague. Live, living, healthy trees only. Number 3. The boughs above shall thou observe before hanging thy hammock. One of the things you want to look up, you want to check those branches hanging above your hammock. Do you have any widowmakers up there? If you do, that's not a tree you want to hang your hammock from, okay? Double check those tree boughs. Number 4, judge not other hammockers, lest thee be judged also. Everyone's got their own way of doing hammocks. Some people like their gear, some people like to do it yourself, some people like to use carabiners, descender rings, whoopee slings. I've done a video of, like 6 different ways of hanging a hammock? Everyone's got their own way of doing it. Don't judge each other's ways. Look at them, learn from them. Which brings me to the next commandment, number 5, of hammocking knowledge thou shall humbly share freely. And this is one of the beauties of doing of hammocking, is learning from other hammockers, the ways they've done it, the techniques that they've come up with. And of course, when you're hanging your hammock and you're out camping, the situation you find is sometimes not perfect. There's variations you have to come up with just to deal with a situation. There's a little bit of engineering and tinkering that goes into hammocking. You got other hammockers with you who've come up with different ways of dealing with some of these situations. Learn from them. Share this knowledge humbly, because your way may not be their way. Okay? All right, number 6. Thou shalt lay in thine hammock diagonally. Now, you can lay straight, which is great, which is maybe okay for a nap. You start hyperflexing your knees, and that can be painful, and that's not actually a good thing to do. You want to lay diagonally so that you've got a nice flat lay in your hammock. Okay? Number 7. Forget not the warming embrace of thine underquilt or pad. Some people prefer pads, some people prefer underquilts. Either way, if you're going out hammocking, which is a word I just invented to describe hammock camping. Hammocking. Anyway, if you're going out hammocking, don't forget the pad or your underquilt, because that convection underneath you will give you butt freeze and suck the heat right out of you. You don't want that. Don't forget the pad or the underquilt. Okay? All right. Number 8. Wise is the man that knows where the ground is. Only the fool hangs from great height. When you've set up in your hammock, you want to have it so when you're sitting in it, you're sitting at about chair height. That's somewhere between, like, say, 18 inches and 24 inches thereabout. If you take a fall because maybe your hammock wasn't set up properly, the strap broke, or some other unforeseen occurrence makes your hammock fall 18, 24 feet, yes, you're going to feel it, but it won't be that injurious. Higher than that, and boy, yeah, you could actually hurt yourself. So always check the height. Don't get too high. Don't get crazy with it. All right, number 9. Boast not of hammock's superiority to tenters. It is obvious. I don't really think I need to expand on that, do I? No? Okay. Right. Number 10. Thou shalt nap. This is what hammocks are for. Napping. Taking a nap in the afternoon and on the hike, or when you're hammocking, completely setting it up and getting a good night's sleep. Hammocks have got to be the best thing to sleep in. Sure, I'm opinionated, but then most of us are, in one way or the other. Thou shalt nap. All right. Thank you very much for giving me your time today. If you've got suggestions, comments, opinions, and I'm sure you do, I'd like to hear about them, put them down there in the comment section, okay? If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. And of course, there's that subscribe button down there. Make sure you click on that. And I hope to see you out on the trail, relaxing in a hammock. Bye now.